Okay then, Helldivers, we are back and we have got loads to go over today as we have just failed the latest major order, and while waiting for the next one we have received a failure notice, which is looking to be quite scary as we're now getting talks of the Severan sector, and we all know what planet resides over there. Could Malevelon Creek be making its return? We'll take a look into it. As well, some known issues have been updated just a couple of hours ago, and Shams Georgiani takes a quick talk about the future of the game inside of a roadmap. So we're going to take a look into everything that's happening today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And do make sure that you check out our incredible sponsor, GamerSupps, the company that offer esports athletes and gamers with the most effective and healthy energy drink choice compared to those tinned alternatives that we're all used to. Completely keto friendly, 0 sugar and less than 1 calorie. And if you use code CloudPlays at checkout, you'll even get yourself a cheeky discount. Now, we are also doing the giveaway here on the channel. We're going to be announcing the winner of that one tomorrow for the top bundle of super credits. If you want to get involved with it, now is your final opportunity. Head down to the comment section and put a red love heart in there and it'll enter you in. Like we said, we'll announce it tomorrow via the video and we can dive on into this. So starting off, we have received a failure notice from the latest major order that states the automaton incineration core have stolen vast swatches of ground from our citizens, burning thousands of toxin-free homes to the ground. The Helldivers fought valiantly, but the underhanded opportunism of the automatons allowed the enemy significant gains. The enemy remain large. Reports indicate that the enemy's strategic goal is to seize old industrial assets in the Severan sector where the automatons first emerged. Insufficient E710 was gathered to deploy the Penrose energy siphon. The asset remains on standby, inactive, as the Meridian Singularity rapidly moves towards Ibis. Now this is actually scary indeed, because if we take a look at the galactic war map right now, we can see that there is a lot currently going on. If we take a look over for the Meridian Singularity, it is making very, very quick ways towards Ibis, as we are now literally just the white circle distance away. So we are leading into a very dark time, going into maybe next week at this point in time. Also, on top of that, we have got the Illuminate now starting to show up absolutely everywhere, and we are making moves towards the Severan sector, which is, well, also scary because there's one planet that we want to never ever witness getting taken over again, which is the Malevelon Creek. The story could continue over there, and we'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. For those of you guys wondering, your personal order is to kill 250 voteless, so you need to head on over to those Illuminates and see what it is that it holds for you. And if those of you haven't seen already, we have got the superstore right here with the Doubt Killer, the Lockdown, the Field Chemist, the Salamander, and the Firefighter. Hopefully we receive something new in the next 24 hours, and hopefully we see the Killzone Armor make a return, but we'll have to wait and see. Overall, an interesting time period in the world of Helldivers right now, and a new major order is likely to be received at some stage today. My guesstimation is probably at some point in the afternoon, or potentially even in the evening if they are on the go slow, but fingers crossed we are getting back into the gloom and they divert the storyline to take us away from the automatons for just a little bit while they prep up what it is that's happening next. In other news though, we have got some updates happening in the Helldivers 2 known issues listing on the Arrowhead Zendesk website, and there has been quite some interesting ventures. It states right here that the list contains the most common issues reported by players and found in QA. It is kept to known, confirmed issues due to be fixed rather than design the balanced choices. As we can take a look at the most recent changes, we can see right here that the grenade launcher is still on there with its range being unintentionally reduced. The anti-aliasing leads to visuals looking blurry. The most recent one added to the listing though is that Helldivers body parts might appear as floating torsos to other players, and the account ID field on the options menu is blank. In the meantime, please make sure you include your in-game name or Steam ID in any support tickets. Now, quite interesting, as we move into Tuesday tomorrow, they've updated that today, so the likelihood is that they are working on it currently, and we should receive a brand new patch update coming tomorrow, as it is Tuesday, and that's the day that Arrowhead generally push those things out. But one thing you don't want to expect to come is a roadmap, which is odd because late last year they were in talks of how a roadmap would potentially look, but it appears that it may not be ever making an appearance. As somebody asked if you could better understand the rationale regarding the reservation behind not providing any sense of roadmap, key feature milestones, etc. Now, the key feature milestones are something that I kind of did want to see. I don't want the story to be ruined, but just knowing when we're going to be receiving larger updates and stuff like that, and maybe even a roadmap for the war bonds would have been very, very nice indeed. But Shams Jorjani says two things: a lack of initiative on our part, and that we aren't reliable enough in planning to be able to do that. Plus, the game is in flux, and we like not knowing what will happen next. Now, I've got to obviously appreciate the fact that they are honest. There is obviously some communication problems and reliability issues when it comes to the future content of Helldivers 2, and I think that they are so passionate about the game that I can imagine that it changes very, very regularly. So it'll be intriguing to see where it actually does go, but I think that as far as longevity-wise, I'm not sure that the company of Arrowhead even know themselves exactly where the game is going, although they may have a rough insight. I'm not sure that they have the details that we would actually want to receive. Although some details that you may want to hear about is that, yes, a warning is entailed as the Helldivers 2 composers have discovered synthesizers. Proceed with caution. Now, this is obviously a very small imparting, but synthesizers are a bit of a weird narrative, because realistically, the only area that we can see that would resolve for music with synthesizers would probably be the Illuminate. So an interesting foretale, and it could be an interesting move to see where it is that we're going next in the game, but it's not really anything. It's just a pinch of salt that needs to be taken with this one. But I do love that the composers are really leaning into the game and how well that they've actually done with it. What do you guys think could come from that? Synthesizers. Where could that lead to other than the Illuminate? And quickly going into leak territory, as Iron Sights has reposted up a new piece for the automatons. If you guys don't want to hear it, then this is the point in the video where you need to leave. For those of you guys who are sticking around, let's dive on into what's happening right now. So Iron Sights posted up this leak right here that states the automaton assault strider. Now, we've actually seen this one before, but he has a bit more interesting information with regards to it. This thing looks absolutely terrifying, and with the talks of Malevelon Creek being a movement for new assets, it could be quite an interesting one. As he states, a nice little render that he did for the Assault Strider, thanks to Dark728 for retrieving the Strider textures. Now, the Striders seem to be ready to put in game. Here are all the abilities for it, and he posted up a little screenshot of that. But the fact that they're actually ready to go, and we're now starting to talk about the Severance sector, which holds Malevelon Creek, is absolutely terrifying for me personally. So we'll have to wait and see where that one goes. But yeah, we could be seeing something very, very dark coming from around the corner, and we're not just talking about the incineration core. But taking a look at your top comments from the most recent video, some of you guys really hit that like button on some of these comments. The first one states, at this point, Arrowhead should grey out every single planet but the Gambit one, paint it yellow, put a red circle around it, exclamation marks for good measure, and people still wouldn't play on that planet. And I do think that actually they've got a solid point. It seems to be that the Gambits generally do get avoided, mainly because people just want to play the planets they want to play and play the factions that they want to play. We are running down when it comes to the player base, and it slows down quite a lot over the weekends. As you can tell, yesterday's video really did not do that well, and it appears that Helldivers don't generally reside within their consoles over the weekend period. But this next one states, I think slowing down the planet eating black hole is a bit more important than defending against the incineration core. We've lost 3 planets already, Meridia included. Now, this is obviously something that is quite a big conversation. A lot of people wanted to play the new content with regards to the incineration core, but realistically, we need to start saving some of these planets, man, because as much as I love doing the streams where we watch them go, my lord, these are getting scarier and scarier as we're getting so close to Super Earth. And finally, it states, we need a Gambit word above a planet to how defense missions have defense. This will draw people's attention at the moment of choosing a planet and help out a lot, I think. Now, I actually do agree with this one, and I can't believe nobody's ever thought of that. But the way that we have the defense operations in play, maybe we could have a Gambit operation in play so that people actually know where the Gambit planet is. If they're trying to spell it out to us to the degree that they are via dispatches, maybe just having a Gambit notice above a planet could genuinely work out quite well. Let me know what you guys are thinking via the comment section below. But unfortunately, that's all we got time for today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. We are going to be going live very shortly as we have got a load of stuff to dive into and waiting for that new major order. Thanks again for watching, guys. Like, subscribe. Appreciate your faces. And as always, I'll see you in the clouds.